After we have established everything, you have the floor plans, reflected ceiling plans, and roof plans. I really suggest that you label them by putting texts on the left side. Then, since we're doing the elevations, I label this now as elevations. So what do we expect for the elevation exercise? I gave you the steps here. First, finalize your floor plan, RCP and roof plan, obviously, before doing the elevations to avoid redoing your drawings. Okay? Next, start with your front elevation. Let's align the floor plans vertically, like this. So where is your floor plan? My model floor plan is here. I'll use the blocked one. So this is the ground floor. I'll put the ground floor on top and the second floor below. Obviously, this is not yet aligned, so I'll type XL, then V for vertical, for extended lines. I'll put it there so that my wall for the second floor will be aligned on my ground floor. Okay. Next, what's the next step? Allocate boundary lines using X lines. What do you mean by boundary lines? Boundary lines are the lines that are necessary for you to draw your elevation. So for example, just a quick disclaimer, kindly use depth points for this, depth points, so that you won't print the XL lines. So I'm using depth points now as my current layer. So XL, V, XL, V. Why I mentioned? Okay, XL, V, there. So I'm outlining first my left to right boundaries, or my leftmost wall to my rightmost wall, and this little corner here. There. That's it first. Because too much lines overwhelm me, so I don't want to overcrowd the lines. Just move this one first. Then, what's next? After I establish that one, now I need to establish my chosen heights, still in depth points layer. But for teaching purposes, I'll make my layers visible, green and yellow. But again, this should be in depth points layer for now, whichever you like, whatever you're comfortable with. The first line I need to establish is the ground floor, the natural grade line, or the NGL. And then I'll make this one maybe this color first. So what's the layer for that? Symbols. Okay. Next, we have the NGL, then the finished floor line, then the ground ceiling line, then the second floor line, then the second ceiling line, then the roof beam, lastly your roof apex. So let's do that now. You need to establish, meaning you need to know now what are the heights that you want to assign in your different levels. So for NGL to FFL, I want it 300 or 0.3 meters. Next, I'm just copying it, okay. Next, from my finished floor line to my ground ceiling line, I want it 3 meters. I want it high, so I'll type 3,000. Next, from my ceiling line, ground floor ceiling line to my second floor finish line, I want it to be 200 or 250. It really depends on you, on your design. Next, ceiling line for the second floor, so 2CL, it's still 3,000. And lastly, I need my roof beam first, which is 250 again. And for my roof apex, this one is still dependent on how it looks like. So for now, I'll make it 25. There. And then you label them. Now I'm labeling them here. I'm just adjusting first my text here. This is NGL. Then copy paste using this base point. 1, 2. Okay. FFL, ground ceiling line, second floor finish line, second floor ceiling line, roof beam, and then roof apex. After that, I need to outline the form and even the doors and the windows. I outline the form first. I will choose the walls. Mind you, the wall layer for this should be different from the floor plan because the walls of the elevations are thinner compared to the floor plan. So I have a simple house. So that's the form, that's the boundary. Next, now I will put XL for the doors, so that again it will not overcrowd. I'll change my layer first. Def points. XL, V. So these are now the openings. There. I'll start with the ground floor first. Next, I'll establish my door heights. For example, I'll use this XL, type offset. Since I wanted 2.4 meters, just type 2.4 meters. So this will be my, what is this? My door and window height. Door and window height. Then change my layer to doors. Then make my door. Again, this is just an outline for teaching purposes only. And your windows, if it is a sliding, whatever, you can put it there. Okay. On to our second floor, I will delete all the XL lines, vertical XL lines that I made on the ground floor, so that I don't get overwhelmed by it, because I'll start on the second floor. So for now, on my front elevation of the second floor, I have 2 windows here, so I'll put my XL lines there, XLV, and establish my lines on the windows. There. I'll change this to XL. Oh no, I need to def points. Oops. Surprisingly, my second floor is a bit smaller compared to my ground floor. Change it to def points. And then I'll move on and make my windows here. So I'll check first the height that I established here. It's 707. If I want to change that to 700 flat, I'll just type S, green highlight it here, and then enter. Then pull down, type 7. There, 700. And then I'll establish my XL and offset this one to 700. There. And this will be my window, bottom of window. Don't need to put this on the plan, okay? I'm just putting this for educational purposes. And put this on top of my window, offset 2, 4. There. Bottom of window, top of window. There. So it's very easy now to highlight it, or to outline it, I mean. There. Again, this is a very simple elevation. Now, what's missing? Our roof. So for our roof, we need to delete all other XLs, then put the roof in place, which we made earlier in the roof plan, then create XL for the roof now, then outline the form. This is very, very easy. So let's do it now. We already have our roof plan made previously. What I want to do is for you to copy it, paste it here, change all the colors again to light ones, then block, so that it will be very, very neat. Roof plan for 11. Then I'll paste this one. That's why I don't want you to delete the outer wall, so that we will use that as a base point right now. And then put it here. Oh, there. Now I will delete all other XLs. XLs. Oh, I didn't know I deleted this one. So I'll put it there first. XL, vertical. Let's establish the boundaries of the roof here and here, plus the middle or the center line there. And that's it first. The biggest roof first. Okay. And then, since you already have the height here, then you're done. I mean, you're basically just going to outline that. Now, here's the tricky part. You need to put your gutter. Gutter height somehow is located on the roof beam. So I'll just offset this one, maybe 300 or 200, depends on you. And then, so since this is the gutter, this chunk here, I will make an outline first using a rectangle so that you will see it there. And then I will establish as well this one, XL, V, so that you would know where the roof starts. Okay. Change this to def point so you don't get overwhelmed as well, because I am overwhelmed. Since this is your gutter, we will start our roof here and then end here as our roof apex. Then start again here. That's it. That's your roof. Now with your gutter, you can really have a different gutter design that you want. So for example, maybe a simple one, because this is just a draft. So we can have PL. Just follow this specific rectangle here. And then I'll stop the ortho. That's it. You need to terminate here so that, actually, you need to do it like this and then type MI from your, you need to put MI, type MI, and then click on the midpoint, and then click, no, don't forget that, type PL, and just plainly put that here. Then put on your outlines to emphasize all the bends of your gutter. And lastly, for the smaller roof here, don't forget these things, or else, yeah, there. Now we need to put and copy paste this gutter, the profile of the gutter that we made earlier. Put it there. And then for the smaller roof, what I normally do is trace the first angle I've done before, select it, and then move it on this end so that I don't need to calculate anymore. Because normally all roofs have the same angles together. And then right now I just extend this one, then trim, and then that's it. We're basically done with your roof. I'll delete the XLs now. And what I have is an outline, a basic outline of my elevation. And after that, you can be creative, change all the layers, change all the line weights, and even put claddings on the front, which is in true gray. You don't want to overwhelm the elevation. And then put on your labels as well. Like, for example, the NGL, FFL, plus the dimensions and the heights and the callouts. These are all the checklists for our elevation, the levels, the NGL, the FFL, 2FL, 2CL, etc. The height dimensions, from the NGL to FFL, you need to put dimensions on that. Next, the roof and the gutter profile. Next is the specifications, doors and windows, door and window tags, and wall claddings. An example of our elevation, you have your NGL here, natural grade line, with its dimension going to the finished ground floor line. You have the door tags, window tags. You have the decoration, quote unquote, or your wall cladding, your gutter, and your roof. You can make it as simple as possible. You also have your call outs here. That's also important. You have your labels here. And what else? Your specifications as well.